Good evening. My name is Bill Gettman from Northern Rivers Family Services. We are a mental health provider, a child welfare provider, and an educational provider in the Capital Region. We serve 18,000 children and adults in a 30-county area. Thank you for your time today, and thank you for your public service. I want to address three critical things related to the delivery of services for children and adults across New York State. First, as my colleagues have suggested, we need to invest in the 3-4-5 campaign. The 3-4-5 campaign is an overdue action by the legislature and the administration to support the viability of our local not-for-profit sector. Many people think of 3-4-5 as a shorthand for the workforce, but it goes beyond the workforce. It pays for things like physical security in our schools and in our residents. It pays for the IT costs to allow us to negotiate with managed care companies. It pays for heaters. As I was sitting here today, I received an email from my facility director who told me that one of the heaters on the residence had just been blown up, and we have an $18,000 expense tomorrow. In past years, I could go back to the state, I could go back to our funders, OMH, OPW, OCFS, and others, and look for dispensation. That no longer exists. I have to go out and privately raise that money. So we asked for 3-4-5. We need predictable funding over the next 5 years. Related to that is the recommendation from Andrea Smith and the Children's Mental Health Coalition for an appropriation to support the mental health workforce in a loan forgiveness program. At Northern Rivers this year, we piloted a loan forgiveness program for our staff. We privately raised $150,000 to go out and provide monthly stipends to our staff so they would stay and work for us, so they wouldn't be hired away from to go to work for the managed care companies or for the state. In that regard, I have one additional workforce story to share with you. We have a young man who is 18 years old. He lives in one of our group homes, and I'm proud to say he just got a part-time job. He's the assistant shift supervisor at a local coffee store here in the Capital District. He makes $16.85 an hour, and he can work as many hours as he can schedule. The staff person who takes him there every day and picks him up makes $13 an hour, and 25% of my staff have to work a second job to meet their needs. So again, I encourage you to support the workforce in various ways through loan forgiveness as well as 3-4-5. Last, I need to touch on the community-based services that are available under the CPST services, the new Medicaid services. There are large waiting lists, there are turnover of staff, and they are not financially viable. We are a large provider, and we provide these services to several hundred families currently. We will lose $1 million this year based on the current rates. It's not a productivity issue, it's an insufficiency of the rate. If we can't meet this need to break even on this program, we will have to close it, which gets back to the question that Chair Gunther asked about how do we make sure we're having an impact. Because these kids will end up in hospital rooms, hospital EDs, they will end up in homeless shelters, and their problems will escalate, therefore costing more Medicaid. So again, I encourage you to support the human service sector through 3-4-5, the loan forgiveness, and look hard at the new state plan Medicaid services. I appreciate your time and your service and your dedication. This is a tough budget, but I think we need to invest in kids because kids are our future. Thank you.